Hello everyone, how are you today? My name is Savitri. I'm here on behalf of eTraining Private Limited to describe the unit BSP LDR 511, Develop and Use Emotional Intelligence. This is session 1, and the topic is identify the impact of own emotions on others in workplace. So I definitely know everyone who is working, whether you have your own business, you work. Have you ever imagined how your emotions can impact on others' behavior as well? I mean, your behavior can impact on others' behavior. So, end of this presentation, you should be able to know how to identify your own emotional strength and weaknesses, identify your personal stressors, or I would say the triggers, and your own emotional states related to the workplace. Develop awareness and control of emotional responses, model workplace behaviors that demonstrate management of emotions. And the last one is use self-reflection and feedback from others to improve development of your own emotional intelligence. Very important topic. I'm really excited to explain about this topic today. So, what is emotional intelligence? Um, this is really crucial. Everyone should know this topic, whether you're the manager or whether you work in any position in the entire organization. So let's talk about the emotional intelligence. Okay, the ability to monitor one's own and others' feelings and emotions, to discriminate among them, and to use this information to guide one's thinking and actions. So this is given by actually Peter Salovey and John Mayer. So these are the scientists that they created. Oh, they are legend actually. So talking about the the emotional intelligence, there are certain models of emotional intelligence, which is mixed model and then ability model. So Goldman has given self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, social skill, and then the 4 brands has given identification, understanding, uses, and self-regulations. So I'd like to go a little bit, talk about the emotions. Like emotions are impulses to action in response to life situation. So the degree to which you have mastered your emotions, not to snuff them out or keep them buried, but to acknowledge them and choose how and when to act on them. Describe your emotions. Those topics are, I mean, we have already discussed, but those are the regular responses that we get throughout our life situation. Okay, and identify emotional strength and impact on the others. To identify your emotional strength, you can undertake formal testing, yes, which is formal testing, seek some kind of 360-degree evaluation feedback form as well. I mean, ask people, reflect, complete a personal SWOT analysis. Very good. You should know the what is SWOT. So what are your strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat? Those personal reflection, I also can say the self-reflection is the main key, that you can, what are your weaknesses? You can work on your weaknesses, work and then show your strength, use your strength to overcome the fear, and the opportunity is already there because you are very good in something, and the threat can be also overcome throughout some kind of action. So now identify personal stressor and control your responses. You should know that what is actually triggering you during the day. Why do you get stressed? Which situation makes you more frustrated, more emotional, or you are not really doing well in your job? For example, you need to identify what exactly is happening. Okay, suppose when your boss tells you to do something and you get stressed, and when your boss tells you to do okay, you haven't finished your tasks on time, or you're very slow and you get stressed. It could be different other points. Okay, and you identify them and reduce those stresses. Means that you know what you are, who you are. no one can identify yourself than anyone else. You are yourself, okay? So you need to find out what are the triggers are as well, and find your zone. Means that how can you improve those situations? How can you just keep quiet? Can you control your emotions? So the facial expression, are you very, completely turning your face into the pale or blue or even it's red? If someone is telling something to you, you're not really happy, you need to find out those situation and control your responses. Means you cannot change the outside world, okay, but you can change yourself, okay? You can change yourself. To change the world, you have to change yourself, okay? It means that if you want to attract something, you have to become the same. You have to become the one you want to attract. So same thing, if you're always angry, always stressing, and people rarely will like you, okay? You're always happy, everyone has their stress, but you know how to control those situations because you can't do nothing about it. Then why have to stress it, okay? Just go it easy, go with the flow, be smart, okay? So model emotional intelligence. So how do I demonstrate self-awareness? How do I show that I'm in control of myself? How do I act to inspire people? How do I know that I care about people? How do I deploy social skills to build networks and win agreement for my proposals? Very important information. For me, is the best information, okay? So I have read this information 1,000 times and I still love it because I'm really excited to see it, because this is something you should know. If you control your emotions, you can control everything, okay? So the first one, I will just describe it. How do I demonstrate self-awareness? Yes. So how do you demonstrate that you're really aware of the fact that what's happening around, you care about the people, okay? So if someone is not really happy, you can see from their gesture, from their emotions, from their eye contact, because you are in the position that you should really know that what the people are thinking. You should read someone else's mind with those facial expressions, okay? That's the self-awareness, okay? And how do I show that I'm in control of myself? Means someone is talking to you and you're not listening to, or you don't know what you are thinking or talking to. I mean, listening. Self control of myself means you're a very active listener and you know what you're doing, okay? There is attention to detail as well. That's how you're controlling yourself. You're controlling your brain, okay? How do I act to inspire people? So like, talk positive, always put people at first, compliment them, thanks them. That's how you inspire people. So always you're complaining, you're the people who is always complaining, and you always down and always sad and always talking about bad things. So who will like you? So to become a person to inspire someone else, you have to become the good person, always positive, always happy, always smile. Even the situation is bad, doesn't really matter, yes, but you always telling people these are things which happens, okay? But you need to keep going, you need to keep trying, keep doing things what you have to do, which is giving 100% of yourself whatever you are doing, okay? So how do I know also that I care about people? So as I told you already, so you need to tell people that things happens, okay? So it's okay. You tell them, how are you today? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you too busy, or do you need my help? Give hands to people, okay? If you're free doing nothing, become a help and the coordination, cooperation. That's how you're showing people that you care about people around who you work with, okay? You're the manager sitting in the chair and do this and do that. You're ordering people to do things, but you're not doing yourself. Are you a good manager? Of course not. So if you want to be a good manager, what you need to do, you need to go talk to the people, so that you care for them. If there is someone is calling sick, say it's okay, I wish you get well soon, and I'll see you next day or the following day. Okay, that means you care that they are sick. The last one is, how do I deploy social skills to build networks and win agreement for my proposals? In this topic, I can say you always need to be the person who is really comfortable talking within the mass, conducting the meeting, and even there is a new group of people there, you're very comfortable to talk with, and there is no hesitation, and always win agreement for my problem. I mean, you will always be, if you are very positive, always very approachable, I think people will come to you and always say yes to your whatever you do. Okay. Develop emotional intelligence, very important topic. So identify your skills gaps and development needs, identify training and self-development options, and develop personal development planning. Yes, so what I'm talking about is, this is the personal development planning. So if you are trying to manage your stress, what happens? Eventually, you will be really, really good. Okay, you will be amazing person. You'll be amazing person. Okay. So identifying training. So you need to see that which part of the training do you require. Do you need to do self-development? You need to develop yourself. How do you dress up? How do you talk to the people? How do you look? How do you make your face when you're talking with the people? Okay. Yeah, that's end of the slide. Actually, that was really quick, and I hope you got some value out of this presentation, and I will see you in the next presentation. Okay, thank you.